So here's how I clean my bike regularly. This is not a deep clean, there's a video separate to that. This is after a few rides and the bike's looking like it needs a little bit of TLC. I get the bike wet with a hose all over, just on the gentle setting. That usually gets rid of any big bits of dirt and debris before I apply this. This is PE's Loam Foam. This is like a non-corrosive and non-harsh cleaner. I spray this all over the bike. It kind of lavers up really well, and I leave it to settle for a few minutes just to let the ingredients, the active ingredients, work into the dirt on there. This isn't a solvent degreaser, that's for the deep clean in another video. So once the bike's covered in this, I'll get the PE's brush out, I'll give the bike a good brush over. This is perfect for getting like in all those little bits that are really hard to reach, and it's really effective at clearing all that gunk off your bike. And then I'll give the bike a complete rinse down all over to make sure there's no kind of residue or cleaner left on it.
Next, I put the bike into a workshop stand and get started on the drivetrain. PT's foaming degreaser is perfect for regular maintenance and cleaning of the drivetrain. It's non-solvent based, so it's not going to strip grease from the bearings. You can use this stuff as much as you like. And if you're cleaning an e-bike drivetrain, you can carefully use a larger sized Allen key on the chainring to allow the drivetrain to be backpedaled. This helps transfer foam to the front chainring as well. I like to shift up and down the gears so the entire cassette is covered. I then leave it for a few minutes to foam up and work into the grease. I then use the drivetrain brush on the cassette, derailleur, chain and front chainring. I'll then thoroughly rinse it off with water and the drivetrain's looking brand new again. I'll then re-lube it again in a moment.
Next up, what I like to do is spray a bit of this PT17 onto a cloth away from the bike so we're not contaminating any of the discs or pads. And I try and make sure all of the water and liquid is off the bike. So I use this to get around all of the components and drive out all the water. And this is like a self kind of lubricating and protecting spray as well. This is really good stuff. I use this quite often. Now, once this is done, I'll re-lube the chain as well. And I'll try and make sure the chain is as dry as possible. So I tend to use an old rag to dry off the chain, re-lube all the drivetrain. And then finally, I use a little bit of PT's Protect and Shine. This is brilliant to bring the bike up to a beautiful, almost showroom finish. I particularly like this on the stanchions of the fork and the dropper post. Makes it all nice and buttery smooth again. And again, I'm spraying it directly onto the cloth, not onto the bike. I don't want any overspray of this getting into areas that they shouldn't. But this is brilliant. This brings the bike up looking lush and ready to ride. But check out the deep clean video if you want to get your bike looking factory fresh again.